Hey guys, it's Brett, your independent Scentsy consultant. I'm here with my what I've been warming / empties video for, oh gosh, I haven't done one for almost a month and a half. This is about a month and a half worth of stuff. I have a lot of stuff here. I just got busy with Christmas and everything, and I kept meaning to do it, and then I got sick at the beginning of December, and then I just been busy after that, and then I just haven't had a chance to do it, so I'm doing it now. I finally have time, so I'm gonna do it because I need to hurry because it's gonna be so long. I couldn't put this off anymore, so I'm just gonna get started here because I have quite a bit. I have lots of pods, lots of wax, but I'm gonna start with the non-wax or pod items. So first up, we have a washer whiffs in Jammy Time. Love Jammy Time in the laundry, it's so good. This was amazing. We have it in the washer whiffs, we have a little bit of the laundry liquid left and the Scentsy Soft. And then we have the dryer discs too, which those are probably almost out of fragrance, but we're still using them when we use the rest of the laundry liquid and the Scentsy Soft. But we ran out of the dryer discs first, or the washer whiffs first before the other things. But it's really good. It's just that fresh, oh gosh, yeah. Such a good fresh laundry. It's like, I don't remember all the notes in Jammy Time, but it's you know Jammy Time, it's good and fresh, and it's just like James, like putting on your pajamas and putting on your jammies and just relaxing. It's such a good scent for your, it really does good on, we use it mostly on like our sheets and our towels and like our tops, like our shirts and things. I don't really use it like for the jeans and stuff, but mostly for our tops and then towels and sheets and things and blankets. Love that. Definitely get that again. It's tied up there with Fluffy Fleece for my favorite so far. And then we just got a cranberry tinsel, I think. Is that it? Or is it? It's cranberry tinsel, I think, isn't it? The new one. We just started that like today. I washed my sheets in that. So stay tuned to see what we think about that. Next up, we have some hand soaps. We have Appleberry in the hand soap. This did really good. Definitely smells like the apples. You get apple and berry. Really like that one. And then we have caramel apple craze. That's really good too. Caramel and apple is definitely what you get. Really nice, really smells really good on your hands. Really love that one too. Then we have a 3D scent circle. This was in Swirling Snowflakes, and it's in the shape of a snowflake here. So I had that going in my car. So I talked about this, and I can't remember what I talked about it in. I was talking about how I loved it in the wax, and I was like, it's amazing, it's perfection. And then I got in the 3D scent circle. Even smelling this right now, something about this 3D scent circle is I don't know what it is. And I was watching Melissa Johnson Haight, and she said that she sometimes gets like a musty smell from Swirling Snowflakes. I think that's what it is. I think I kind of get like a musty smell or something. It's something in there that's just off. But I didn't get that in the wax at first, but I got it in this. So now, after I had this and then I went to use my wax again, I was getting that because now I had this and now I have that in my head. So now it like ruined all my other scents. But I will say, I did use the pods though, which I'm gonna talk about here in a second. I didn't get that in the pods though, so it's weird. Sometimes I get that off note, sometimes I don't. But this 3D scent circle definitely got that off note, and I just didn't care for it. It lasted for like a week to 2 weeks, and this kind of lingered on. Of course, because I wasn't super crazy about it, that's how it always goes. But if I would have loved it, it would have only lasted for like a day. But yeah, so that's the Swirling Snowflakes 3D scent circle. Then we have another Swirling Snowflakes in the Travel Twist. Now the Travel Twist, I liked it in the Travel Twist, but that was before I used the scent circle too, so there's that. But yeah, this we had going in my husband Brad's closet in his bedroom, in our bedroom. We have separate closets. So he had it in his closet, and it did pretty good in there. The notes, by the way, are sparkling peppermint, fresh air, eucalyptus flower. I don't know if maybe that eucalyptus flower sometimes is what's giving me that musty note, kind of like Melissa said. I don't know, but this one did okay in the Travel Twist. This is the second Travel Twist we tried. The first one was Cinnamon Bear, and that one lasted longer than this one did. This one lasted for like maybe a couple weeks or so, and then it kind of died off. Yeah, I really can't smell much anymore. I haven't, it's still in there. It's still sitting in this closet right now, but you can't really smell it at all when you go in there anymore. It lasts like about 2 weeks, but I think Cinnamon Bear lasted for like over a month or so. It did pretty good. This one didn't last quite as long, but it did okay for a couple weeks. And then we have a car bar. What is this in? I can't remember. What is this? This is Harvest Blessings. This did pretty good. I don't have the notes because I didn't write it down on here. But yeah, this is just, I think there might be pumpkin in here, but there's like spices and something else. I can't remember what it is. This did pretty good. It's got like a sweetness to it too. Slightly perfumey kind of a little bit too. Yeah, this did pretty good. It wasn't super strong, but I did smell it lightly, and it lasts. I smelled it lightly off and on for like a month or so in my car. It was pretty good. All right, now we'll go over the pods. I have like, gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 pods here. First up, we have pumpkin roll. Pumpkin roll is creamy pumpkin pie filling, yellow cake, pecans, butter, and spice. So this was good. We had this going downstairs by our downstairs door. Brad, my husband Brad, has a salon downstairs, and his clients come in that door. So we had it going down there in the plug-in by the door. So when I would go downstairs, I would smell it sometimes. This is good. It's just nice bakery pumpkin scent. You get all that stuff. You get the cake, you get the pumpkin pie filling. I don't get pecans a whole lot, but yeah, the butter, the spices, really nice. This lasts probably like a couple weeks or so in the pods. Next up is swirling snowflakes, which I have going downstairs, like I said, and I actually liked it in the pods. In the pods, I didn't get that off note. It's going downstairs. It's been down there for almost a couple of weeks, but it's pretty much died down now. I can't really smell it that much. Well, actually I did. Yesterday I did get a little hint of it, but I'm just getting barely some hints of it now. So it lasted for almost 2 weeks. I'm finding the pods usually last around a couple of weeks. Some will last longer than that. It depends on the scent and depends on the area. It depends on what you have them in. I find the air purifiers, they don't last very long. They only last, again, depending on the scent. Some will last longer than others, but on the average on the air purifiers, it's like 2 to 3 days. Average. Some will last longer though. The mini fan diffusers, I feel like they do pretty good. Depends on the scent again. My husband Brad, he had one in his car, then I got a Scentsy Go, so he has two mini fan diffusers in his car. They do really good with 2. His scents have been lasting really long with 2 mini fan diffusers in his car. My Scentsy Go, I put 2 pods in my Scentsy Go in the car. They do really good in there too. They last quite a long time with the 2 pods in the car. I feel like the 2 pods, either in like 2 mini fan diffusers or 2 pods in your Scentsy Go, do better than just 1 pod to me. And then in the wall fan diffuser, that's where it's kind of like hit and miss. I feel like some will last 2 to 3 days to a week, and some will last 2 weeks or longer. It just depends. And then, is that it? I feel like I'm forgetting something that they go in. I think that's it. Okay, so yeah, it's just kind of hit and miss with the wall fan, with the pods, but for the most part, they do pretty well. And then we have Autumn Hearth. This was apple, cinnamon, and tonka. So this is just like a nice, you definitely get the apple. And then a little bit of spices. This is a good fall scent. This was going, gosh, where did I have this? I think I had this in our air purifier in our bedroom, and it lasted like 2 or 3 days. And then we have caramel apple craze, and this was going, Brad had these in his 2 wall fan diffusers in his, or mini fan diffusers in his car. These are, whoa, oopsie. These did really good in Brad's car in his 2 mini fan diffusers. This lasted for like, gosh, his have been lasting really long in his car with those 2 into 2 mini fan diffusers. Yeah, this is such a good, just caramel and apple. Really good. It just lingered and lingered and lingered in his car. I don't know, it could also be too that he's not driving as much as he used to, because now that he works from home, he has a salon down here in the house. He only drives, you know, if he goes to a second job or something. So he don't drive as much as he used to when he used to work at a salon. He used to have to drive every day back and forth. So maybe that's why, because it's not on as much. But yeah, these did really good in his car. I love that. And then Very Snowy Spruce. Brad also has these in his car right now. I don't have them because they're still in his car. This is balsam, spruce, cedar branches, amber, and woody pine cones. This is so good. You get, I can't smell anything in here, but yeah, it's really good. You get the balsam, but you get the spruce. It's more of like a sweeter kind of balsam spruce scent. You get that woodsy branches, cedar branches, and you get a little bit of amber in there. Woody pine cones, really good. I really like this one. It's still going good in this car. Every time I get in this car, I can smell that. It's lingering for like almost a month or so. It's been in there, doing really good. Then we have Winterberry Apple Tea. I have this in my Scentsy Go in my car right now. This is Winter Tea, Cranberry, Apple, and Honey. So yeah, I can smell it in this one. God, it's so good. I love Winterberry Apple Tea. A lot of people love it, and I know why. I don't, it does, maybe it is like a winter tea. It's not like, it says winter tea. It's not like a typical tea. It's not like a regular tea or like a summer tea or any kind of like what you'd normally think a tea would smell like. Maybe it's like a spicy tea. So maybe like a cranberry tea. It's got cranberry, so maybe like a spicy cranberry winter tea or something. And then apple and honey. It's definitely got a spice to it. Like you definitely get the cranberry, the apple, and the honey, and spices. So maybe it's like a spicy cranberry apple tea, honey type of thing. I don't know. Or tea, yeah. With like honey. It's got spices and stuff. It's really good. Love it, love it, love it. And it's been going and lingering for almost a couple weeks in my car. So it's still going strong. And then we have Bright Cider Life. Love this one as well. I have this in my car, my Scentsy Go. Spiced Harvest Cider, Luscious Pumpkin, and Red Apple. Yeah, this is so good. I can smell a little bit in here. God, this one's so good. This, you definitely get like a cider vibe, but you get the pumpkin and red apple. But you almost get like a bakery. Everybody says that, and I agree. You get like a bakery in there, even though there's no bakery in the notes. It just has pumpkin, but it just has Spiced Harvest Cider, Red Apple, and then Luscious Pumpkin. But there's like some kind of bakery in there, and it's amazing. I love Bright Cider Life. And that lingered for about a month or so in my car, 3 to 4 weeks. Then we have My Hero, and we have this going in our air purifier in our bedroom. This is Cool Citrus, White Birch, and Crisp Air, and I write the notes on the inside of all those. When I'm done with them, I write them down. So when I do my empties, I have the notes right there. So this is like, it's a cologne scent. This was nice. It did good in the bedroom. It lasted for like, I would say this one lasted almost a week. The first 3 days or so was really good, and then it kind of died down, and then after like a week I really couldn't smell much anymore. But it died down like after the 3rd day, and then it got lighter and lighter, and then after a week I really couldn't smell it anymore. But yeah, this is just, I mean, citrus, birch, crisp air, yeah, I guess so. It's just kind of cologne-y. But it was nice. And then Arctic Kiss, we actually have in our air purifier in our bedroom right now. Cool Arctic Mint, Fresh Air, Fluffy Vanilla Clouds. So I love this scent, it's so good. Oh, it's just like, you really get that coolness, that cool Arctic mint. It's like a minty cool air. Fresh air, it says, and vanilla clouds, and then like a little bit of vanilla with that cool minty fresh air. Oh, so good. This was really good for like, kind of like My Hero was. It was 3 to 4 days really, really good, and then it got lighter and lighter, and then after like a week and a half or so, I really couldn't smell anything. It's in there now. We still have our air purifier on, but I can't really smell this anymore. So I really need to change it out to something else, but it did really good for the first 3 to 4 days, and then just kind of got lighter after that. Then lastly, for the pods, we have Christmas Cottage. God, this was so good. I love Christmas Cottage. We had this going in our wall fan diffuser in the master bath, and it is Valencia oranges, raspberries, and cloves and spices. This is such a good Christmas scent. You definitely get the cloves and the spices with the oranges and the raspberries. So it's kind of like, you know, clove and cinnamon-ish kind of, because you got cloves and spices, which I'm sure the spices are cinnamon and different things. But then it's with oranges and raspberries, so you get a little bit of that fruitiness in there with that cloves and spices. It's so good. Such a good Christmassy, wintry scent. And it was so strong. I smelled this. This lasted for like a couple weeks, I'd say. And then it got lighter. So I just now took them out right before I did this video because I kind of really couldn't smell anymore. It's been just a little bit over 2 weeks. But man, it was doing so good. Every day I would go in there, I was smelling it over the wax I had in there, because I had this in there, and then I have a mini, our master bathroom has vaulted ceiling, so it takes a lot to fill up that area there. So I have a mini 15-watt mini warmer in there, and then I have a 25-watt bulb warmer, and then I just put in the wall fan diffuser in there because we had a wall fan diffuser in Brad's bathroom downstairs that he uses for the salon, but then I put a mini warmer in there, so I took that wall fan diffuser and put it upstairs in our master bath because we have 2 different plugins in the master bath. So we can use all the help and scent in there we can get. Depends on the scent, you know, different ones are different strengths and stuff, but this did really good in there. It was overpowering some of the wax I had in my 2 warmers in there. It was so good. I love this. I can't recommend Christmas Cottage in the pods and in the wax. It's good. Love that scent. All right, so that's it. Everything else is wax. So I'm gonna start here with my brick. I finished my first brick, very first brick, sugar cookie. I finished it up. This is a really good buttery sugar cookie scent. Exactly what it says. It's nice and buttery. Yeah. Buttery sugar cookie is all it is. It says butter, sugar, creamy vanilla. That's what it is. This was so good. This is good to have in a brick because you can mix it with stuff. It's a really good blender with things. If you have something and this goes with almost everything. If you have something going in one room, you can mix it with this or put this in an alternating warmer or whatever. It just really goes good with everything, I think. So I definitely would like to get another sugar cookie brick because that's really good to mix with anything, pretty much, I feel like. Next up we have clove and cinnamon. So I love clove and cinnamon. It's cinnamon sticks fused with cloves. I got this in the sense of the season and I loved it, so I got 4 more when we closed at our last party. And I did this. I think there's another one here somewhere. I'm pretty sure. I went through 2, or did I do 1.5? I think I did 2. I think I did 2.5. So there should be another one here, and then I have another half because I got 4 bars. But I had it going through all the warmers upstairs, and when I do 2 cubes in each warmer upstairs, it takes 2.5 bars if I do 2 cubes in each warmer through the whole upstairs. So I did that, and I loved it still. But for some reason, the second time, now that I just did it the second time, it didn't last as long. It was still good like that first day. I came home, we put them in the warmers, we went to the store, I think, Brad and I, and then we came home and I was like, oh my God, it smells like clove and cinnamon goodness all through the house. It was really good. But then the next day when I turned on the warmers again, I was like, it's so much lighter today. And I could have swore the first time I had this, it lingered for like almost 5 days, it seemed like. And I'm like, I don't know why it did not last near as long this time when I used it. Like that second day, it was so much lighter. And I know the first time it was just kept going for like almost 4 to 5 days. I could just smell it lingering. So I'm not sure what happened with that. It's still really good, but it just didn't last as long this second time I used it. So, but I still will use it and I love that scent. Love clove and cinnamon. Next up is Silver Bells. Silver Bells is mint candy canes, pear, caramel, and vanilla sugar. So this is really good. You get all that, I really do. I get the candy canes, the mint candy canes, I get a pear. It's not a lot of pear, just a little bit of pear. But yeah, definitely the caramel and then the vanilla sugar. Yeah, it's mostly the minty candy canes and the caramel and vanilla sugar. Maybe just a tad bit of pear. But it really is a blend of all that. It's really good. I had this going in our open concept. I will say it was a little light on our open concept. I could smell it and it smelled really good and I loved what I was smelling, but I feel like it was just, I want a little bit more. But I will say scents really struggle at my open concept lately, especially, so this probably would do really good in the bedroom. I would really like to get this again, which I did. I actually ordered another bar in my last party closeout, so I want to try it in the bedroom because I think it'll probably shine better in the bedroom. It's a tad bit lost in an open concept, but I did like what I was smelling. It was just a little bit light in my open concept. Swirling snowflakes. Yeah, I had this again. I think I had 4 cubes left or something and I finished it off, but it was after I did that scent circle and I could smell that musty off note or whatever. And I'm even kind of getting it now. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that eucalyptus flower. I don't know, because sparkling peppermint fresh air, I love all that, but that eucalyptus flower is the only thing I could think of maybe is giving me that funny off note a little bit. But I didn't get that the first time. But that scent circle just brought it out and now I keep smelling that. Except in the pods, it was fine for me. I don't know. I don't know if I'll get that again. because there's other vanilla fresh minty scents that I really like frosted vanilla. I would definitely probably get frosted vanilla over this. But you know, it's just off and on. Sometimes I kind of like it, and then other times I get that funny off note. All right, next up we have Very Snowy Spruce. I have it in the pods in Brad's car. Now we had it in the wax here. Same notes that I talked about earlier. Smells just as good. Yeah, I really like that. Really good. Love that one. And that one lasted a couple of days. Then we have Iced Pine. This was really good. I think I liked Iced Pine better than Very Snowy Spruce. They're somewhat similar, but Iced Pine is fir, pine, and icy peppermint. I don't know if it's that peppermint in there that I love so much. It's not really pepperminty so much. Like, I get mostly that fir and the pine. It is more of a sweet. I think it's maybe a little more sweeter than the Very Snowy Spruce. But I don't know. And then it says peppermint, but icy peppermint. I do get an icy fir and pine smell, but I don't necessarily get a super pepperminty smell per se. But I definitely get that iciness. But it could be that icy coolness that's peppermint that's kind of making it just really nice. I don't know. It's very wintry and just icy, but yet that Christmas tree scent too. I love this. I would definitely repurchase this again. Loved that one. And it lingered like 2 to 3 days. Then we have Cozy Fireside. This is warm spice notes with zesty ginger and cinnamon. Yeah, it's ginger and cinnamon, pretty much is what you get. There could be other spice. It says spice notes, so I don't know if that means there's other spice notes, because sometimes there's other notes in what they list. So it could be different spices along with ginger and cinnamon, but mostly ginger and cinnamon. I feel like, you know, you have clove and cinnamon here. This says Cozy Fireside, but I feel like this could have been called ginger and cinnamon. This could be clove and cinnamon. This could be ginger and cinnamon, because that's pretty much what it is. But it is cozy. It's real nice and cozy. I don't know if I don't get like fire, like a smokiness or anything like. It's not like Around the Campfire had a smokiness. It's not like that. I don't really get like a smoky campfire or anything. But it is cozy. It does have a warm, spicy, cozy scent is what it is. It's really good though. I really like this one. I've definitely enjoyed that. It's really good. Next up is Spiced Ember Glow. Smoked apple, toasted vanilla, cinnamon embers. Oh, this is so good. I love Spiced Ember Glow. You get all that. You get the smoked apple. I do get a smokiness. A little. It's not like a lot of apple, but I do get like kind of a little bit of apple. Definitely get the smokiness though, and I do get the vanilla and then the cinnamon embers. I definitely get more cinnamon than apple, but there could be a little hint of apple. But definitely the cinnamon, definitely like a toasted vanilla, smokiness, smoked apple. It's just embers. You definitely get the embers, the smokiness, the cinnamon, vanilla, little apple. It's such a good combination though. So good. I love this one. Really good. And this couple days it lingers, so it's good. Then we have Winterberry Apple Tea, which I love, and I already talked about that. Winter Tea, Cranberry Apple Honey. Already talked about in the pod. The wax is really good. God, I love this. Love this, love this. I think, yeah, that's a club one for sure. Cinnamon Pine Cones. This was the scent of the month for December. This month is currently 10% off until the end of December. This is, oh, I don't have the notes on here. Hold on a second. So it is the warm scent of sparkling pine cones adorns classic fir balsam branches and classic hint of sweet cinnamon stick. So we have sparkling pine cones, fir balsam, and cinnamon stick. So yeah, I like this, but I think mostly the more I smelled it and when it was melting, I get the fir balsam and the cinnamon stick quite a bit. Yeah, that fir balsam and that cinnamon stick really came out. And what was the other scent? I just read it and forgot. Sparkling pine cones. I mean, yeah, you do get like a wooziness, but I really got that cinnamon with that fir balsam really came out to me with that cinnamon. So yeah, it was good. I like that. This was really nice. It's not your typical cinnamon. I think it's because that fir balsam mixed with that cinnamon and then just a little bit of that woody pine cones. Yeah, I like that. It's not my favorite cinnamon scent, but I did really like it and enjoy it. So that's cinnamon pine cones. And that lasts for a couple days. Day to day and a half maybe. Christmas Cottage. I talked about the pods. Blends the oranges, raspberries, clove, spices. So good. God, I love this one. This one's up there with clove and spices with me. Clove and cinnamon, cozy fireside, Christmas Cottage. I love all three of those. They're such good spicy cinnamon and good scents. Love them. Let's see. Next up is Polar Bear Hug. This is blackberry jam, caramelized brown sugar, vanilla, and amber. So good. Yeah, this is really good. You really get that amber in there. Vanilla and the amber. You get a little bit of caramelized brown sugar. You get a little bit of like blackberry jam. There's a little bit of fruitiness in there with that brown sugar and that amber and vanilla. Really good. It's wintry. It's got like a cool winteriness to it, about a little bit of a cool winteriness vibe to it. Yeah, I like this one. And this one was like 2 to 3 days with that one. Then we have Pretty in Plaid. This is woody juniper berries. Oh gosh, minty fresh wintergreen, Douglas fir, tart cranberries. So I actually kind of like this one. I know a lot of people don't like this one, but our sister actually, Brad's sister, she got this in some kind of I think she got it at the flash sale. I think it was some flash sale, and she thought that it was going to give her a migraine. She smelled it and she's like, oh, I think that's going to trigger a migraine. I could see that doing that because it's a little bit of a potent smell. But I warmed this downstairs the other day. I actually kind of liked it. I do get the Douglas fir, and I definitely get the cranberries in there. But you do get like a woodsy juniper berries, and minty fresh wintergreen. I definitely get like kind of a little bit of a mintiness in there. I don't know about wintergreen necessarily, but I get a little bit of a minty cranberry, woody juniper with that fir. I kind of like it. It's different. I kind of like those notes all together. Not my favorite scent at all, but I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good. So that is Pretty in Plaid, and that lasted. I just switched out the wax today because I wanted to try to bring back my bar downstairs. And I went down there and I could still kind of smell a little bit. And it's been 3 to 4 days, I think I put it in there. So it did pretty good. Next up we have Be Merry. It is pine boughs, holly leaf, and cassis. So, yeah, I get, this was nice, but I do get, it doesn't even say, it says Be Merry. It does, for some reason I was thinking this had cranberry, but it doesn't. It just has the holly leaf, so, and then pine boughs. So you get pine and holly and cassis. Yeah, you get kind of like the pine, holly leaf, but like, I don't know, there's a sweetness a little bit to it. I don't know, it's pretty good. Not my favorite, but this was kind of light too a little bit. I thought it was just kind of okay to me. I don't know if I would get that one again wrong. I know some people really love it though. And then we have Dancing Sugar Plums, Spiced Plum, Vanilla, Sweet Cinnamon Apple. This is really good. I love the plum, but it's the spice. I love the spice in here. So I get the plum and the vanilla, little apple maybe, sweet cinnamon apple it says, but I get the cinnamon and then I get the spices. It's really good. Spicy plum and like apple, cinnamon, spices and goodness. I love this like very wintry because of the spices in there with that plum. That was really nice. I like that one. And that lasted a couple of days. Most of these on average last 1 to 2 days or so. Christmas pine cones, have another one of those. Another Christmas pine cones. I went through a lot. Of course, we get 8 bars in our Scent of the Month consultant kit. Arctic Kiss. Did I have another one of those? Did I have that already? I thought I did, but I guess, no, that was Polar Bear Hug. Did I have it? No, I had it in the pods, I think. Yeah, that's right. Cool Arctic Mint, Fresh Air, Fluffy Vanilla Clouds. Yeah, I talked about in the pods. God, it's so good. So good. So fresh and wintry, fresh air, cool Arctic Mint, the vanilla. I love this one. This would be good in laundry, I feel like. I could totally see this in laundry. So good. I like this one, and then it lingers. This one goes almost like 3 days. 3 to 4 days, maybe. Black Forest Pine. This was good. This was the Scent of the Month, I think, last December in 2021. Dark Fir Balsam, Pepper Tangerine, and Smoked Vanilla. Yeah, I really like this one. This kind of reminds me of like Vanilla Balsam from Bath & Body Works. It's got that vanilla and then that balsam, but it's a smoked vanilla. It's got a smokiness to it. I don't feel like Vanilla Balsam had a smokiness to it, but this has a smokiness to it. But then it has that pepper tangerine. I don't think it's really peppery though, but I definitely get the tangerine. I don't really get a pepperiness in here, but I do get that tangerine. So it's the Douglas fir and then a little bit of that smoked vanilla and then that tangerine in there. Yeah, that's really nice. Really, really pretty. And I had this going in open concept, and it wasn't super strong. Of course, it was in the open concept, but I definitely could smell it. And really nice, pretty scent. And it was going for about almost 3 days with this one. It lingered for 3 days. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl. Fresh pumpkin, cinnamon stick, and whipped icing. Yeah, this is kind of like pumpkin roll. It's a little bit similar to that. This is pumpkin cinnamon swirl and pumpkin roll. It's just like a bakery. Pumpkin, bakery, and cinnamon spices. Goodness. Yeah. Love that one. I think that one lasted for just like a day on that one. Very Perry Pumpkin. This was from Bring Back My Bar back in June. So this is fresh pumpkin, nashi pear, Granny Smith apples, spices, and autumn breezes. So this just smells like fresh pumpkin, like there's no spices or anything. It's just like pumpkin out of a can. Some people say it smells like baby food. I can kind of see what they're saying. I didn't hate this, but I didn't love it. A lot of people don't like it at all. Some people love it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. I'm kind of indifferent with it. It's okay. I didn't mind it. It's all right. It's kind of different for some. It's a nice pumpkin that's not like all spiced up or anything. So it's kind of different. You know, I would get that again maybe to have if I felt like I wanted just like a plain pumpkin scent with no spices. It was pretty good. I think that one lasted for 2 to 3 days. That kind of lingered on. Tinselberry. Oh, I love this one. Strawberry and cranberry dipped in cinnamon and sweet sugar. Yeah, this is such a good combination. Oh yes, I love that strawberry in there with that cranberry. I get strawberry a little bit more than cranberry, but it blends really well together. And then dipped in cinnamon and sweet sugar. It is just like you took strawberries and cranberries and dipped them in cinnamon and sweet sugar. It's such a good spicy blend. Makes it Christmassy because of that cinnamon with the sugar. And the cinnamon and the cranberries make it more Christmassy. But then you also have the sugar and the strawberries. I love the addition of the strawberry with that cranberry and the spices. Love that one. I can't wait to get that one again. Definitely will be getting that one again. That one's almost club. I love that one. But I think it probably will come back, but you know, maybe, you never know, so you might want to put in your club in case it doesn't, if you really, really like them. Next up we have oats and honey. And this one is buttery mix of toasted oats, Tupelo honey oven crisp with vanilla maple. Yeah, this is just like, this is kind of it's just like a crumb topping. They actually have a new Bring Back My Bar that's crumb topping. It kind of smells similar to this. Crumb top and this, and then Graham Cracker Crunch. They all smell a little similar to me. The Graham Cracker Crunch has more of a peanut butter smell. This doesn't have peanut butter or anything, but it does have you definitely get the oats, the toasted oats, like it says, the honey, oven crisp with vanilla, maple. I don't get maple. I don't know what vanilla maple is. I can see vanilla, but not really maple. But yeah, it's just like really good bakery toasted oats. It could be even like the topping of a dessert. It's really good. All right, just a few left. We have another clove and cinnamon here, so I'm not gonna go over that. That's the other one. I melted that upstairs when I melted the whole upstairs. Next up is toasted acorn and oak. This is toasted acorn toasted acorn, creamy chestnut, and golden oak. God, this one's really good. This was out last year, I believe, in the Harvest collection. Oh, it was really good. I had this going, I think I had it somewhere else, and I finished it off in the hallway bath here. It did really good. In the hallway bath, it was so strong. It starts out a little bit lighter, but the more it goes and warms, it starts kicking in, and really after like a few hours or so, it really starts kicking in. Oh, it's so good, so good. I love the acorn. It does have that oak with the acorn and chestnut in there. It's that spices, a little creamy. Oh, it's good, really good. Love that one. And then lastly, we have Around the Campfire. Good one to end with. This is fresh fallen wood and smoky embers. Yeah, this is really good. This is definitely, you get a smoky campfire vibe, smoky woods, campfire, a little bit of embers like, but you get a little bit of sweetness. It does say smoky embers and fallen wood, so you definitely get the wood and smoky embers like a campfire. You get the wood, the smokiness, the embers like a campfire, but there's a little bit of sweetness. It doesn't say that in the notes, but there's a little bit of sweetness. I feel like Marshmallow Fireside from Bath & Body Works is more marshmallowy heavy and then a little bit of undertone of like a smoky campfire. This is like the opposite way around. It's more smoky embers, woodsy, and then just a little undertone of like a sweetness. And then there's a, what was it? Marshmallow, gosh, it was the one that came out in one of the bundles with the a warmer. It was marshmallow, what is it called? Toasted marshmallow, I think. That one is like, that's like a Marshmallow Fireside, like on steroids, with like, it's heavy marshmallow with a little bit of, even more marshmallow with a little bit of campfire. This is mostly campfire, ambery, woodsy, with just a little bit of a sweetness in there, just to make it not so super smoky like Bath & Body Works Fireside. That's just like pure smoke, no sweetness whatsoever. This is kind of like that, but it has more of a sweetness, so it makes it not quite so smoky and just like complete smoke. That was a long story about that, but it's really good. I like the sweetness in there that makes it really good. It's really good, though. I love it, love it, love it. We'll get it again. And this is, this I think lasted for a couple of days, 2 to maybe almost 3 days, 2.5 maybe. So that is it for my empties video for the past, oh gosh, I think it's been about 6 weeks worth of stuff here. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in our next video. Bye.